On today's show, we're going to be talking about bacon. It's one of the most requested things that I get. People say, do I cook it in the stove or do I cook it on top on the grill? Well, if you're going to cook it on the grill, I'd like to see you use a cast iron pan, either outside or to do that inside your house. But I cook it in the oven and my bacon comes out absolutely perfect. I have cooked bacon several times. I've tried different methods. This one that I'm going to show you today has been perfection. This is absolutely the most perfect way to cook bacon. So let's get started. Hi everyone, welcome back to the Diabetic Diet Show. First thing, let's talk about the type of bacons that we have. There is pancetta, there is fully cooked bacon, and of course you want to use fully cooked bacon lots of times just to have in the refrigerator. You're going to make a quick sandwich or something, and that's good to have around. But there's also thin cut bacon, and then there's thick cut bacon. Now, I buy the thick bacon to cook in the oven. Let's keep this refrigerated. If I was going to do it on the grill, then I might use the thick bacon out on the grill, or if I'm cooking in the cast iron pan, I might consider using the thick rather than the thin. Now, the thin I may use in a recipe that I'm going to do, where you take the stainless steel templates and you drape them with bacon and fill them with eggs and onions and cheese and stuff like that. And people have reported that thin cut bacon works better for that. I almost couldn't remember what you call these. Today we're going to use the thick cut bacon, and we're going to talk next about the pan that we're going to cook it in. Now, this one here works real well as a deep pan with a grate on top, and I would put parchment paper in the bottom of it or aluminum foil. One of my tricks that I'm going to do is I'm going to put on top of the bacon, I'm going to put this grate, which will keep a little weight on it and make the bacon straighter. Another trick I'm going to do is I'm going to hang bacon from this. You know, if you take a pan like this and you put it in the oven and you have your oven grate and you hang bacon over your oven grates so that it drips into your pan, it comes out really neat because the grease just drips into the pan, and then you can save the bacon. You know, you want to save that bacon grease because that's good for cooking. Just use a recovery pan of some sort. I have one which is made for bacon. I'm a little leery to put hot bacon grease in a glass bowl or cup. I'm afraid it's going to crack, so I recommend using a steel or a tin. The one I have is enamelized, so it stays real clean. Now, I have pans that fit in the oven, and they're made for this kind of stuff. So this one here is a smaller broaster pan, and it fits in my New Wave oven. Then I have the larger ones that look like this, and these fit in the oven real nice. You can put them in on 2 racks, and also when you're all done, you're going to take this pan as is, maybe if you want to put foil under it, and you're going to put it in the freezer. You want to freeze this bacon when it's done so they're in single pieces, and then you can put it all in one Ziploc bag so that as you need it you can pull out one piece. But if you just take all this and you grab it and you put it right in a Ziploc bag, you're going to have problems because they're going to freeze right together. And then what are you going to do? Then you're going to thaw the whole bag. So another thing that I've discovered on the internet that people have tried is to put it in the microwave right after you're done cooking. So just for a few seconds, apparently putting it in the microwave takes and just toast it up a little bit, and I guess it's a good thing to do. So let's move this stuff around and we'll get ready to get going on this. I recommend putting something in the bottom. Parchment paper works, foil works. I buy these at the grocery store. They come in a box already, pre-cut, pre-packaged, and they work real well. So it just helps with cleanup time. You just put that right in the bottom like that. Then we take and we put the top on here. Then we want to open up our bacon, which sometimes the packages come open easy and sometimes they don't. So if you give a pull on it and it don't come open, you know it's going to be a hard one. Let's go to the side over here where you can all see. And this bacon, I have it warming up. One very important thing to know is do not cook bacon if it's cold out of the refrigerator. It will be a problem. It won't come out right. And I just remembered another tip that I got where they said to put a paper towel in the bottom to absorb the grease, and that will help for things to not smoke. So if you have a problem with bacon smoking, now it's a nice day and I've got the windows open, I have a cross breeze, so I'm not so worried about it today, but you know, it can be a concern. Also, we can talk about toppings. So today for toppings, and you want to put these on at the end. You don't want to put them on now because the oven with sugar will burn. So I have some kale syrup, I have honey, garlic powder, roasted garlic, maple syrup, brown sugar, and for the diabetes, you want the Trivia or an equal to this. So let's move all this over to the side here so we can work, because we don't need the toppings until we're all done. And the maple syrup is really, you know, with the brown sugar too, that is really, really good. There we go. Foil on the bottom for easy cleanup. Paper towel for no smoke. We're going to have to check this out and find out how this works, because I'm curious as to if the paper towel catches on fire in the oven. So I don't think they would tell you to do it if it, you know, if it would be a problem, but we'll give it a try and see how it works. Now, let's grab some of this bacon that I have, and I'm using my spatula, and it really helps me to pull it out and lay it out. So you want to lay them next to each other. That's usually how I do it, is the two sheets. And I'm going to do the different toppings on different ones. So I'm going to basically break it up into little sections with just a few for each and try the different toppings, and then we'll test when we're all done, see what we like best. Just out of curiosity, how many people like bacon? If you like bacon, right now, question of the day, hit the thumbs up button if you like bacon. Let's see how many people like bacon. So here we go, I'm all set and I'm ready. I'm going to put this in the oven. Now I want to put it in for about 15 minutes. Then I want to put my topping on it, because I want to cook this for about 20 minutes at 400 degrees. So I will set my timer. For 15 minutes to check it, see how it looks. Now one neat thing about this is that you don't need to turn this over. So that's kind of cool. When you're cooking it, you just put it right in the oven as is, and when the timer beeps, you go put your toppings on it. Maple syrup has to be one of the most favorites out of all of the toppings. Okay, our bacon is done. So let's pull that out. Now it's only been 15 minutes. And we may have to go 25, 30 minutes depending on the oven. So let's pull it out, see what it looks like. It's hot. And you'll notice that this is going to crisp up because it's not cooking in its own grease. And that makes a world of difference. Let's pull these weight grates off here so that we can do other things. And they are totally flat. As you can see here, totally flat. So those little grates are really working well. Let's do some toppings. Okay, let's do some brown sugar. So this is everybody's favorite, some brown sugar. Just like that. I'll just do 3 pieces with that. Then let's do some honey. Did you know that honey, even when it gets old, all you have to do with it is just put it in some warm water. Don't put it in the microwave, but in some warm water and it will regenerate itself. Here is garlic. So let's put a bit of roasted garlic here. And then, let's see, maple syrup over here. Just like that. Here is garlic powder. We'll do some garlic powder right here, like that. And then here is some kale syrup. I believe this is a brand new one too. Of course, it's going to be tough to open on camera. Normally I open stuff in advance, but I missed that one. So here we go with some kale syrup. You know, that's what you make the Rice Krispie treats out of, or the balls of popcorn. Okay, here is some Diabetic type product. Let's get a little spoon for this. There's a little spoon, comes in these containers. And you know this is strong. So, although a lot of it will fall off, just remember this product is kind of strong tasting sugar. There we go. Set these aside. Let's throw these back in the oven. Let's set our timer. Start. And I'm leaving the weighted grates off now. I don't think we need them since we've already started to cook them this way. There we go. That is fantastic looking bacon. Now I do have a little bit of smoke happening, and that's from the toppings. You noticed earlier that they weren't smoking. See, now they're smoking a bit because of that sugar that causes it to smoke. And you probably should turn on a fan, but I think we're going to call this a done job anyway. It looks fantastic. It's going to be hot. Going to be hot, and it's going to be delicious. So I would use something like this, but here you can see what it looks like. Now when these cool off, they're going to crisp up a little bit. And then somebody said, let them cool, and then when you're going to use them, throw them in the microwave for a few seconds and warm them up, and it will crisp them up. So I'll give that a try as well. I'm going to taste the different flavors, and we'll see what things look like, because I have some company coming over and they're not diabetic, so they can have any of them. Thanks for watching. Don't forget, the question of the day is, if you like bacon, hit the thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. All you have to do is go to jamestdds.blogspot.com, or right down in the corner there is a subscribe button. If you like bacon, hit that thumbs up. If you want to see more shows in the future, be sure to hit the bell button. It'll let you know when I drop a new show.